welcome back to Living 757. Quincy, during the last 2 months, you know that COVID-19 has changed the way that we interact with our loved ones and each other. So our next guest, she is Andrea Denton from Cox Public Affairs. We're going to welcome her right now. How are you, Andrea?
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, how you doing?
Very
Great.
good. Good to see you. And good to have you with us in Living 757. Andrea, I know you have a daughter in Italy. How are you doing to keep in touch with her and to keep interconnected with your daughter?
Well, luckily she's been there 3 years now, and we have
Wow.
had a lot of practice. So we were pros before COVID-19 ever came along. We have we've always communicated with FaceTime very regularly, and then once my grandson was born, a little over a year ago, way more important to keep in touch with FaceTime and all different ways. So, like I said, we've been practicing this social distancing way too much. We're ready for her to come home.
So for you, okay, go ahead, Quincy.
Oh no! Well, I was going to follow. Well, I was going to piggyback on that because you were talking about you got a chance to watch your grandson and you got a chance to see his first steps. But you also believe in something that I think most of us around the globe are starting to adjust to: is that social distancing doesn't mean social isolation. Can you talk a little bit about that, and and how can we interact as though we are together?
Yeah, absolutely. So I wake up and one of the first things I do, so she's 6 hours ahead. I say good morning to her and I go through and check on her day. I'll find out about his naps. I find out about whether he's eaten that day. And more often than not, he hasn't taken a nap and she's pretty frustrated. So have that connection because she's been isolated there a bit. They don't live on the naval base. They live out in town. So, she relies a lot on connection to home. And so we celebrate all the little things together. So like I said, just his daily things. I get to read him books, watch him walk when he plays. I get to see his toys. And when I send gifts there, we make sure that we celebrate by opening the gifts together and, interacting as if we were together. So we might share recipes and meals, and all the things in between. And when he was a brand new baby, with the time difference, 3:00 in the morning, baby's not sleeping. I'm awake with her, so she's got somebody to message and kind of be with her, even though she's nowhere near. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So for you, you mentioned your daughter has been 3 years already out of the country overseas. So it's you already have some practice trying with the technology, right? But for those that they do not have that practice, do you have any tips for them in order to be connected?
Yeah, so we use FaceTime, but we also message on WhatsApp. There's so many different ways to keep in touch. There's House Party. That's one of the apps we've used before to be able to connect in different places. And it's different about that app, as you can see when people are coming into the room and going out of the room. And there's us FaceTime this weekend.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he's pretty busy. So we can use those apps to kind of keep in touch that way. And other ways that you can work out, it's going to be distracting watching. It's fun watching him, but working out together. So from our coworkers here that we've not been working together for a while, we connect with working out virtually together and compete. And lots of apps out there will let us compete so that we can. It's like you're working out together. Like on Sunday, I did
challenges, you challenge each other.
We have a competition. So Rowan is actually watching live in Italy right now.
Yeah, she is. She's like, go, Mom.
Hi, Rowan.
Hi, Rowan.
Definitely is ready to come home. They were supposed to come home and they keep getting pushed back. She's there longer, so she's excited to see Ollie on there. But yeah, I do a Sunday Run Club. I ran with 45 other people this weekend, virtually from all over the country. So we are able to Open Fit is what I use, and you can just stay in touch virtually that way. So that you're
amazing
on that workout, those live classes. So
awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, we saw a lot of creativity during these past 2 months with people using social network and the different platforms that they provide for us, and I think it's great. So it's a good way to keep in touch with our loved ones. Yeah,
we are getting so many new ways to do it.
Absolutely. Well, we certainly do appreciate your time there, Adrian. And now from connecting with your family virtually to connecting to basically compete to connect or to connect to compete. Okay. We welcome Sarah Buck to the show. How you doing, Sarah?
Hi, good afternoon. Great to see you all.
Hey
Hi,
there.
Sarah. How are you?
Hi.
Yeah. Now, here's a quick deal. Now, what exactly is Connect to Compete? Is it a competition or?
No, not a competition. Connect to Compete is a low-cost internet product that Cox offers to connect low-income students to the internet so they can compete with their peers. They're not necessarily compete, but so they can have the same advantages as their more affluent peers. So it's a really great program that's been in place since 2013 here in Virginia, and we've connected thousands of families to the internet who otherwise wouldn't have that access in their homes if it weren't for the program.
Okay.
I think I love this program, and I'm familiar with it. I know that Cox has been doing it for so long. How these families can apply for this low-cost internet?
Sure. Well, we know that a lot of families, if they don't have in-home internet, like a hard line or a laptop in the home, they have a cell phone. So we've optimized our Connect to Compete website, cox.com/C2C for Connect to Compete. We've optimized that website for cell phone use. So folks can just log on. They can fill out the application online. They can upload their qualification documents all from their cell phone and apply for the program. Right now, because of COVID, I know a lot of schools are out. They're out, and they are students are virtually learning. So now more than ever, it's important for these families to know about the program and to get signed up. Better yet, it's free until July 15th. So if you're not a current Cox Internet customer, if you have a child in your home that is in K through 12 and your student qualifies for free or reduced lunch, or you're receiving SNAP or TANF benefits, or you live in government housing, you qualify for the program and you qualify for free in-home internet until July 15th, which is just great news for these families.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Regarding the new normal that we're all living in with the COVID-19, like how is applying now different than it was before?
Well, we've relaxed our qualifications just a bit, just because we know that some folks do have some roadblocks in getting connected to service, and we recognize that. But right now, the important thing is getting these kids connected so they can continue their learning journeys. It's they didn't choose this. They didn't choose to be at home. I know a lot of them probably would prefer to be at school with their friends and learning with their teachers. My mom was a teacher for many, many, many years, and I know how much she loved her students. So I'm sure if she were in this position now, she would be feeling a little bit of pain in her heart over it. But what I do want to get across is that if folks have tried applying before and something has kept you from getting an approved application, please try again. We're really working with folks to make sure that they're getting connected so their children can be connected and they compete alongside their peers, and really get the most out of this experience as they can and not fall behind. Given
and actually, that's one of my last questions, Sarah. How the families know that they did the qualification, that they are qualified?
So if the students, and you have to have a student in the home, number one, in K through 12, and you just have to show proof of need. So whether your child is receiving free or reduced lunch, or as a family you're receiving SNAP or TANF benefits, or you may live in government housing. So there's several qualifications that would move you through the application process. You can find everything on the website. The website has been updated with the new modifications to the program, including the free service. So please check it out online. We've let all of our partners in the school system know about it, so the school systems are aware of it. But start with us, and if we can't answer your questions, which I'm sure we can, we work with folks every day on it. But start with us. We're happy to help you and help through that process.
Right, and I know that's good.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much for it's a great information, and I love what they do, and this is amazing for all families that I want to have access. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Yeah, appreciate the time, guys.
All right, Sarah.
Yes. That was great, Quincy. So now we have to go to commercial, but we're coming up next. How you can feed your family, which is $3. Stay tuned.
Ooh.